All right, folks, high cholesterol is a no-no when it comes to promoting good health, right? Well, it depends on whether it's good or bad cholesterol, I'm told. Consultant cardiologist and chair of the Heart Foundation, Dr. Andreen Chung, is here to help us learn the importance of the two types of cholesterol and how to raise or lower their levels. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Thank you.
Cholesterol is what in the first place?
Well, it's a naturally occurring soft, waxy substance that's produced in the body. We produce all the cholesterol we need in the body. We don't need any extra. And it's involved in all the cells of the body. We find cholesterol in the cell membrane. So it's integral to the working of the body.
And as I said earlier, I was obviously reading, there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol.
That's right.
How I know which is which? And
well, we have to measure it, but there are two types. The LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol. This is the one that clogs up the blood vessels. And then we have HDL cholesterol, which actually transports the bad cholesterol to the liver to get it out of the body. So that's the good cholesterol.
Explain that again, what you just said.
So HDL cholesterol transports the bad cholesterol to the liver to get it out of the body. So we like that level to be high because it helps us to get rid of the bad cholesterol.
Oh, okay.
What are some of the causes of having too much LDL? Because I suspect you have both.
You do have both occurring normally in the body.
Right.
So if you have too much of the bad cholesterol, one of the consequences is that you clog up your blood vessels. And depending on where it happens, it can have grave consequences. So if you clog up the blood vessels of the heart, you can get a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
If you clog up the blood vessels of the brain, you can get a stroke. If you clog up the blood vessels of the lower limbs, you can get gangrene and have to have amputations and so on. So poor circulation.
So it really is a very, very serious thing. What would cause too much LDL to be in my system?
Well, in some people it's genetic. So some people just produce too much. In others, it may be because your intake of dietary fat and cholesterol is too high. And so we get a buildup in the blood.
And I'm seeing smoking.
Smoking actually changes the cholesterol in such a way that it can make it easier to deposit in the blood vessels. And smoking also damages the lining of the blood vessels, so it's easier for cholesterol to deposit there.
Wow.
Wow. Some people take medication for cholesterol.
That's correct.
It controls what then?
The point of medication is to lower the level of your bad cholesterol.
Right.
But not everyone with high cholesterol requires a medication.
But it doesn't hurt if you're taking medication to lower the bad one. That doesn't hurt the good one.
No, no. It doesn't usually cause the good one to go down. There are medications that can raise your good cholesterol, but the studies haven't shown that if you raise the good cholesterol with these medications, it hasn't shown that it actually lowers the risk of heart disease. So we usually advise that you use natural methods, like regular exercise, eating high levels of fish oil and omega-3 fatty acids. Those will help to raise your HDL.
If you look at some of the things that you buy, it will tell you how much cholesterol is there.
That's correct.
How I know, like if it's a 5%, how I know whether 5% is all right, it's low, it's high, how do I know that?
Well, so I'm glad you brought that up, Neville, because reading labels is very, very important in terms of a healthy lifestyle and healthy diet. So what you want to look for on your labels are the total amount of cholesterol, but all cholesterol is not the same. You want to look for fats as well. You want to look for trans fats. That's very, very important because trans fats is a type of fat that will raise your bad cholesterol in the blood and is very potent for clogging up arteries. So you want to look for low cholesterol and low fat foods, all right?
So you might have a tin that says low cholesterol, but it might say trans fat.
Exactly.
So it kind of
and you
defeat
get fooled.
the purpose.
And what manufacturers often like to do is to put very prominently on their labels low cholesterol or no cholesterol food, but they don't tell you anything about the amount of fat or trans fats that's in there, and it will still be dangerous for you.
Wow. This says cholesterol fluctuates. So how do I detect whether I have too much LDL, or how do I?
You really need to measure it. There's no way to know just in terms of how you feel or how you look as to what your cholesterol level is. It has to be measured in the blood. And we usually advise that about the age of 40 or so, you would routinely check your cholesterol. You may not need to do it more than every 5 years or so if your cholesterol level is normal. But if it's high, then you need to do it more frequently. But you have to measure it.
Would an executive profile be able to?
An executive profile will definitely tell you. Because remember, we're not just interested in what total cholesterol level is. We want to know what the LDL and what the HDL is.
Yeah. Sometimes I have a very good friend who's a pharmacist, and sometimes I'll go and I say, check my cholesterol, and she kind of just stick me on my finger. That's you
can do these pinprick, finger prick tests. Some of them will give you just total cholesterol, which as a cardiologist I really don't care about. I want to know what your LDL cholesterol is. Some of them will tell you what LDL cholesterol is, so you need to make sure that's what you're checking.
So the test
because total cholesterol can be high because your good cholesterol is high.
Right. So the test that would tell me the good and bad one would be what, a blood test? Or?
A blood test that you draw from the vein. There are some finger prick tests that can differentiate as well, but you want to know what your LDL is and what your HDL is. Basically.
Is this an age thing too? I mean, like how you put on a little bit more weight when you get older. The cholesterol get worse when you get older?
It does tend to get worse, but people are also genetically determined to have high or low cholesterol. So I might live until I'm 105 and never have high cholesterol, but you may start to manifest that at 40. There are some people as well who have a genetic condition called familial hypercholesterolemia, where they just have high cholesterol from very early ages,
no matter where they eat,
and they have fatal heart attacks in their 20s. Okay, but that's a very specific and rare condition.
So what happens, doc? So I get tested. They say, Dayla, look, your LDL is too much. What happens then?
Well, if you go to a doctor, what we do is we look at the level of your cholesterol in the context of what your overall risk is. So it's not everybody who has the same level of cholesterol who needs to, for example, be put on medication. But what you should do is you should start to exercise regularly. You should start to reduce your fat and cholesterol intake in your diet. Eat more of the fish oil, fatty fish, and so on. But regular exercise and a healthy lifestyle is going to help you, even without medication.
Yep. I eat seafood a lot. And I remember I was told one time that there are certain seafoods that are like a cholesterol injection. If I'm fine and I don't have high cholesterol and I eat one of these things, that would put it up. Is there a feeling I get, a physical feeling that can tell me, say, boy, something all right because I just eat something that have a cholesterol?
No, there's no indication of that. And people say, you know, oh, we'll see their cholesterol is high on the test, and they say, oh, so that's why I've been feeling. No, you can't tell when your cholesterol is high. No.
So there's nothing physical that I could say.
Unless you've developed a disease as a result of it. But just the high cholesterol on its own, there are no symptoms, no.
Wow.
So you need to check it.
This says on our diet tips to eat more garlic?
Yes, there are certain natural foods that can have a beneficial effect on that. Garlic is one of them that can help to lower your fat and cholesterol. But remember, these are small degrees. Everything needs to be done in the context of a sort of whole lifestyle change. So there's don't concentrate on one particular thing.
Clove or garlic, no, it's going to be good.
Don't do that.
Yeah. I don't even know if this question makes sense. Can good cholesterol be too low?
I don't think so. We haven't associated it with any disease condition. But if it is too low, your risk of heart disease increases because we want a high level. So it's not going to make you sick, but it's not going to protect you against heart disease. The higher a good cholesterol, the better for you.
And again, I couldn't tell that.
You couldn't tell that, no.
Just by getting a feeling here.
No.
Wow.
Remember that everything you do in terms of lifestyle, it needs to be an ongoing thing. It needs to be lifelong. So if you're going to start exercise, it needs to be regular. It needs to be consistent. There's no point exercising furiously for 3 weeks and then not again for 3 years. Right. You're not going to get the benefit from it.
Or it don't make sense exercise and just go eat something that can put up
exactly, as a reward. Yeah. So I've jogged around Emancipation Park. Let me go get
some ice cream.
You're chair of the Heart Foundation of Jamaica. I know people can go to their regular doctors to get the test done, but does the Heart Foundation also offer
Absolutely,
testing? They do. Okay. They do. Right. So people can just go by and get that checked.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
You had something.
I did. Just a reminder. Remember last week, Thursday, on 10 Minutes to Your Health, we had the Jamaica Cancer Society here talking about the importance of getting your pap smear done to prevent cervical cancer. So we're having a pap smear Lyme. Yes. We're having a pap smear Lyme this morning, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Jamaica Cancer Society. NCB Insurance is going to cover the cost of pap smears for 50 women. Brilliant. So the first 50 women to get their You don't even have to pay. It's 5 minutes to save your life. And we have music, National Bakery bringing snacks. Brilliant. So we have a little lime, so make sure you come on.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Thanks, Doc.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Consultant cardiologist and chair of the Heart Foundation, Dr. Andreen Chung. 10 minutes to your health?
Dr. Andrini.
What is it?